Folks, this is for all these people out there that keep looking for Bank 2 Sensor 1 on her. This is a Toyota 2005 4Runner SR5. It has four-wheel drive. This is for error code P0051. Now, this might be the shittiest YouTube video ever made, but this is just to at least try to help a little because it took me forever to find where this particular sensor was. It's Bank 2 Sensor 1, and as you can see, it's right inside the engine bay. They tell you to remove the wheel fairing, whatever they call that. You don't have to do all that. You can't really get much better to it by moving that. So I was underneath and then I was on top here. Now underneath is a little easier to detach the actual sensor from the connector. It's really hard to see from under here. Even as you can see, I detached the connector. It is shit, it's hard to see. There's the connector and there's the connecting piece it's on. You have to squeeze real hard. On the left hand side there's a little push pin, whatever you want to call it, the plastic piece that holds it, and you got to pull real hard. You can only get one arm in there, so you have to somehow squeeze and pull at the same time. I literally tried every maneuver possible to get both arms up there, and I can't. I tried it from the top, I tried it from the bottom. Limited strength since I'm a female, I could only squeeze it with my thumb, and I think it helped to keep squeezing it with my index finger as well. Regardless, I got it off. I was able to put the closed-end wrench over it, over the actual, I know it's hard to see, let me pull it out. Basically, I put the closed-end wrench over the connector. I also used WD-40 twice, let it set probably 20 minutes. But long story short, I went ahead, put the the closed-end boxed wrench, I'm not sure if that's the term. I'm still learning, forgive me. I put it over it, and of course it's not working because I have the video on. As you can see, it's almost impossible to get more than one hand in here. I'm getting it over the base of the sensor. Now, once I get it sitting on the sensor, lined up, let me use my other hand. Once I had it in there, it looked something like that, where the 7/8 wrench was hanging all the way up here. And I had to do the good old second wrench, once again use the closed end onto the open end, and I basically used it as leverage. Once you got this long of a wrench setting on there nice and tight, I used as much power as I could push toward the actual window. That is the way I got it off. I tried, I don't know, for the past 40 minutes, which I think is still impressive because I'm, again, not as strong. I couldn't get her breaker bar under there. I guess if I would have put them on the ramps, I might have had more room. And I have a 1/2-inch breaker bar, so I couldn't get it to fit on any of the spark plug remover 3/8-inch ratchet. So that is, I hope, a good explanation of how to get the Bank 2 Sensor 1 removed on a 2005 Toyota SR5 for P0051. Leave some comments, I guess, if you need more information, but this is the best way I could find without, I don't know, lifting the car, pulling extra pieces out. Again, people say to pull the wheel off. I just don't see the benefit to that. That's like so much extra work, and you still have no room because the block is right there. And you would have to remove the entire exhaust here to get the actual catalytic converter off, blah, 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 blah. So, I hope that helps. remove the sensor clip, slide over the open end, or excuse me, closed end over it, because the sensor connector is small enough to fit. It's a 7/8 inch wrench. It's one of the nice long ones. And then extend it with another one. This is a nice big long 1 inch closed end as well. And then connect it to the opened end and use it for leverage. And again, I used WD-40 2 different times while I was playing around with it, and let it soak probably at least 10 to 15 minutes each time. And just give it a nice push. Don't yank on it too hard. Mess up the threads, they tell you. But it popped right off as soon as I gave it enough pressure. And then now it's just pulling it off from here. I don't even think I need a wrench anymore. Oh, I do. But anyways, that's it. Hope that helps, folks, because I couldn't find anything. Bank 2 Sensor 1.